What up? It's your boy T-Bear from The Reaction. Today's Wrestling Wednesday. So about to get into some wrestling flashback with 10 more iconic special move and hype. Special move and taunts that get the hype the fans up. Been long day talking with the videos. My throat getting dry. Either way, no iconic moments like moves and talk get your point hyped is always a thing with wrestling, whether face, heel, or tweener. You did that one thing to get the crowd hyped no matter who you are at time. I mean, they make you hype and cheer for you. They might give them the hype and boo you as they're pop like they're the bad guys. The booing's a way to cheer the bad guy or a tweener. Either way, without further ado, let's check out 10 more iconic special moves and taunts that hype the fans up. Let's get it. Hold up, before I go further, I keep getting to do this now because I got to do this with this laptop right now too. I figure out what is slowing down my laptop, but here we go. Let's get it.
1, 2, is this on?
An effective taunt is a surefire way to get the fans on their feet, especially when they know one of their favorite moves is on the way. A taunt can also be something that people can reenact themselves or simply just enjoy seeing. We'll look at some great examples today as we list 10 more wrestling taunts that hyped up the fans. Austin's middle finger. University recognized hand gesture that just so happened to fit Stone Cold Steve Austin's rebellious anti-hero persona perfectly.
Black boots, black tights.
Oh, in case you wondered, some of my videos got put on block right now because Dudley got to it though. So if you're wondering why some of my wrestling videos is not up right now, Dudley got to it though. So it's no use of fighting them because they always gonna win. Yeah.
Few could work a microphone like the rattlesnake, but a simple flip of the bird was often just as impactful as a promo. And when we saw Austin throw the double birds, then we knew a Stone Cold Stunner was on the way.
People down! Here it comes!
When he called Rock mid people's zone with the finger, I was dying. Hit my head, and Rock had the face like, oh fuck, he really said that. And then, yo, here we go. Oh my god, he's lucky something. Oh god, here we go.
Steve had plenty of recognizable catchphrases, while at the same time also being well versed in sign language.
Stunner! Stunner Brock.
John Cena's You Can't
See Me.
You Can't See Me quickly became a trademark of John Cena's character. Cena first did it as a dare that was organized with his brother.
We were all at the house one day, and my youngest brother Sean started dancing. And he started doing a dance where he was moving his head around his hand. Yeah. And I said, I'm getting that on TV.
But since the gesture fit Cena's rapper gimmick so well, he continued to use the taunt, which doubled up as a catchphrase.
You can't see me.
Eventually, the You Can't See Me taunt became a precursor to the 5 Knuckles Shuffle, which itself was a predecessor to the FU or Attitude Adjustment as it's known today.
Look out! I'm Cena saying, you can't see me.
Pumps, oh my god, the pump sneakers.
You can't see me.
And according to John Cena, he's going to see a lot of Vicky Guerrero.
Oh my god, I loved it when Cameron KO did it to the Tyro Quick and then the Hill Sammy, but we know Sammy ain't Hill no more. Woo!
The fans always loved to replicate the You Can't See Me along with Cena. The You Can't See Me later began to take on a life of its own, to the point where today, Cena being invisible is a massive online meme that John himself has fully embraced.
People would take their picture with John Cena, which is simply like pointing at nothing. It's something that's been in the internet cycle for so long, but it still never gets old.
You can't see me.
The Dudley Boys get the The Dudley Boys set the standard when it came to tag team wrestling.
I don't care. I know it's black heritage. People be going there. Why the black guy get the table low? It was just perfect, man. Don't even think into it. Just enjoy it.
In the late 90s, with their
plus, Bubba had the voice for it.
Mouth hardcore style that incorporated weapons. This helped them stand out when they came to the WWF, especially when it came to their use of tables. And as the duo and their table spots began to get more and more over, it was only fitting that the Dudleys established a battle cry that signaled when it was time to get wood.
Get the tables!
The get the tables phrase was born by accident after Devon forgot his spot in a match, resulting in Bubba therefore reminding him to get the tables. Bubba then began to use the phrase regularly, where he would first shout Devon's name before telling his brother to get the tables as the fans shouted along.
The best one. Oh, I'm going to see you do it. Yup.
1, 2, 3.
The best one is when he did it with right the sister, and he said right in the mic. I love it. But yeah, I always love to get the tables though, for real, man.
Randy Orton.
Oh
pounds the
yeah,
mat.
the
RKO
pump,
can be hit
yes.
from absolutely anywhere, and whether the fans can see it coming or not, they always react huge. We all love to see a great
I used to
RKO
love
from
when
out
he
of
used to
nowhere,
do
but
the-
it's also
when he
fun
ground
to
the
see
pound.
Orton build up to the
I used to love when he do that, man. When he's heel, I just do it. It was just fun watching him do it, though. You had to, when you cheer and boo him, it was fun watching him do it.
move by slamming his arms down on the mat. The taunt perfectly fits for the Viper, who just like an apex predator,
Yeah,
stalks
why
his
you
prey
gotta
before
drill it?
pouncing.
The Viper coiled.
As the Viper is thinking of striking.
Good night, Bo. RKO.
Whether it's the RKO, the draping DDT, or the punt kick, Orton makes sure to create suspense.
Randy Orton is going to that place.
Yup, when he jumped around doing it.
Building
Yes.
up to each move by taunting and hyping himself up, which in turn hypes up the fans. They know exactly what's coming, and their reactions to the setup and eventual execution help Orton's signature moves mean so much more.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels tunes up the
Oh,
beat. A
tuned up the
crescendo
beat,
is when a
yes.
musical passage gradually increases in volume until it reaches its climax. In wrestling, the finishing move is the climax, while the taunting and prior build-up helps to reach the crescendo. For Shawn Michaels, this meant tuning up the band until he gave us some sweet chin music. HBK built his crescendo by stomping his foot on the mat, increasing intensity after each stomp, and as Shawn did this, the crowd rose.
Then you start to bring in a little
Yes.
more drama to it.
Faster,
Whew.
faster, and faster, and the energy is building and building and building.
Michaels then produced sweet chin music.
Oh,
It
it's
all
so that
started
sweet-
with the
that
stomp
sweet chin
and
music
ended
pretty
with
well,
the super
man.
kick. The super kick alone was already one hell of a move, but Shawn made it his own by tuning up the band in the corner. It's something we've seen other wrestlers later adapt to their moveset, such as Seth Rollins and his
The
setup
stomp,
for the
yup.
club stomp.
Burn it down. They were saying burn it down when he did it. Yes. Woo. Oh, young Billy Gunn. Oh yeah, him and Sid.
Do you hear the band tuning
Uh-huh.
up? I can hear. Continues.
Woo.
Edge sets up for the spear. Despite using the spear since his debut, Edge didn't begin to find true success with the move until adopting it as a finisher in 2004. And with that came the build-up. Edge would crouch down in the corner, flail his hair, and measure his opponent.
Yep.
The rated R superstar appeared deranged. To hit the spear, Edge needed to dig down deep. He couldn't wait to hit the move, while the fans couldn't wait to see it. While Goldberg and Rhino's strength was steamrolling their opponents with the spear, Edge
I always say Rhino Spear is the best though, man. He breaks you in half. Goldberg would push you ass down. He would break you in half.
relied on building
But
suspense,
his was
while his
just
facial
finesse.
expressions made
He had
him
some
look like a
finesse.
man possessed.
Yup.
While Edge benefited by being able to hit the spear in several different ways, he also found success using a more methodical approach. This was in keeping with his ultimate opportunist mindset. Who could forget the way he targeted his opponents when cashing in Money in the Bank,
Yep.
striking when the time was right,
Yeah,
punting in the corner
boo,
with gritted
but still.
teeth in anticipation for
But
the spear.
Sean returning and giving Judgment Day the beats
Sick
along with his
piranha.
wife.
He's a piranha that could
With
be
his
our
wife,
next
Beth.
world champion. Not this way. Not this way. Damn it.
Eddie Guerrero's smirk. Eddie
Oh,
Guerrero had
smirk.
an infectious
I thought
smile
it
that
was
was
a-
on show for all to see anytime
Oh,
Eddie
yeah.
hatched a plan to lie, cheat, and steal in a match. Typically, the opponent and referee would both be down, allowing Latino Heat to grab a weapon and plant it on his opponent just in time for the referee to wake up and catch the opposing wrestler red-handed.
The tradition called lie, cheat, steal.
It didn't always work out, but it was immensely entertaining every time. That's why Eddie's smirk became so iconic, because it was then that the fans knew they were in for a treat.
Eddie Guerrero, look at this. And a great time.
Yep.
And that referee's out. And so's Kurt. But look at the look on Eddie's face.
It didn't matter that Guerrero was blatantly cheating to try and win. He did it in such an endearing and funny way that the people just loved him for it. Whenever the smirk came over Eddie's face, it was hard not to smile along with him. Then, once his subsequent pin either came off or failed, we were still smiling thanks to Guerrero's brilliance. The Worm. Scotty 2 Hotty's use of the Worm is a
man.
perfect example of how
Shout out to
theatrics
both
can
him
be
and
used in
Otis.
a wrestling match. The actual impact of the move is nothing more than a chop, but the setup and taunting done beforehand is what made the Worm so
Loved
popular.
it.
Scotty used a nice variation of the bulldog to bring his opponents to the mat. Then came the hop, stomp, squirm, and jump that was the worm. Jerry Lawler helped to add to the presentation on commentary by echoing the words that the fans would later begin to recite as Scotty executed the move. Unlike The Rock's People's Elbow, the worm rarely ever won Scotty a match, but that didn't stop it from being the best weapon in his arsenal. Something the fans pop for every time.
And then got adopted by Otis.
Roman Reigns gears up for the Superman punch.
See, I can be cheer and boo him because they're gonna show half of face Roman, and they're gonna show the Tribal Queen.
When Reigns debuted on the Shield, one of the things that made him stand out was his use of the Superman punch. Sure, he didn't have an extensive
face Roman,
out, but the Superman punch was uniquely his. It looked great and garnered a strong reaction in no small part thanks to its build-up.
Good old days. Blue
when
eyes.
Reigns cocked his fist and punched to the mat, it could only mean one thing. Even though it was only used as a secondary move, it still packed the punch.
But here we go, right there.
Punch could be hit from
table turn. Ron Tom, he was the heel and Roman was the face.
Out of nowhere. But even when the opponent could see it coming, it was hard to avoid.
Here we go. Woo!
Reigns would later incorporate the Superman punch Taunt into his
entrance back in his face days.
Itself remains a setup for the spear, a maneuver in which Reigns also has a special taunt for.
Got him! Good old days.
Flare flop. Lastly, we have a taunt that technically the damage to the person.
Yes. The best selling move of all time.
Flare flop. Lastly, we have a taunt that technically the damage to the person performing it. However, it's so iconic, you just have to love it. Ric Flair sold so much for his opponents that he established numerous signature bumps he would take in matches. The iconic flare flop was certainly the funniest, as the Nature Boy would be hit with offense, take a few steps, and then collapse to the ground.
I love the between the march hand, the square up ones, my favorite ones before he did the flops.
By falling forward. Flair would act so punch drunk and out on his feet, it was hilarious that he could even still walk. However, it was even funnier once he did the flop.
Here we go. Shout out to Dusty. Here we go. Here we go. He marched all the way down to the ring. Oh, it froze on me. Go back. He marched all the way down to the Dar's backstage. Shut it, please. Oh, here we go. Damn.
Nature Boy seems dazed here. Well, that eye is probably swelling shut. Look out.
Here, oh my God. God damn. Here you go. Square up. God damn. Hit a march head up. Woo. Here we go. Oh yeah, everybody got turned. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. But while his chest up. And then whoop. Oh, smack and then spit out. Here we go. There we go. The spit out. Yeah, this is my favorite one.
And that brings us to the end of this video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe.
Oh man. Always some good moments though, right there. It's everybody. It's not even. It's still more, man, for real. But about the video, I can enjoy face them Roman. You know, they show a little bit of heel, but at least this one he showed more face Roman than heel Roman on this one. Love it. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Is there any more iconic special move talk that should be in this list as well too? Comment down below. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.